Hey y'all, welcome to another little lesson. Today we are talking about greatest common factor. I use a math hack, it's called a T-chart. All right, so common mistakes for finding greatest common factor with a T-chart. Common mistakes are forgetting which numbers to multiply. So step one for a T-chart, you set up the numbers in a T-chart. This is what a T-chart looks like. You would set a number here and a number here, or however many numbers you have. Step two, reduce until you cannot, nope, that's not gonna work. Reduce until you cannot anymore. And then step three, multiply the outside numbers. So here we go. What is the GCF of 12 and 20? So we're gonna set up a T-chart. All right, so I'm gonna put 12 here and 20 here. So if you have a divisibility rule chart, I have a video for that. But divisibility rules are really helpful. In this case, it's 12 and 20, so we can rock with that pretty easily. So they're both even, so that means I can take out a 2. And 2 times 6 is 12, and 2 times 10 is 20. Now this no longer matters to me, okay? So it says 6 and 10. I can pull out another 2. So 6 times 3 and 6 times 5, okay? You don't have to cross these out. That's just like how I do it the first time. All right, you can no longer reduce 3 and 5. So the last step is multiply the outside numbers. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 is your GCF. All right, what is the GCF of 27, 45, and 63? Now, once you get into like the challenge questions in 5th grade and also the questions in 6th grade, they're more like based like this. All right, so 27, 45, and 63, if you use your divisibility chart, the rule for 3 is that if you add each number together, like 2 plus 7, if 3 can equal those numbers, that means it works. So 2 plus 7 is 9, and 3 can equal 9. 4 plus 5 is 9, 3 can equal 9, and 6 plus 3 is 9, 3 can equal 9. So we can pull out a 3. But you could also pull out a 9, but that doesn't really matter because it's going to work out either way. So I have 3 times 9, 3 times 15, and 3 times 21. And then I have 9, 5, and 21. And the only number you can pull out of that is 3. And I've got 3, 5, and 7. I cannot reduce this, so I just multiply the outside number, and my GCF is 9. So I also like to go over the word problem key phrases. So if you have a word problem and you see these types of phrasing or wording, that probably means you're finding GCF. So like if I had split into groups, or if they're telling you to split anything. Now this is generally for dividing. So when you see like dividing terms, split into groups or divide equally, and also they ask what's the greatest number of something. It could be teams, groups, people, goodie bags, anything. So the combination of like a dividing situation and the greatest number would be GCF. Largest possible number, largest possible groups with no one left out. That also means dividing, but if it's paired with largest possible groups or greatest number of something, that's GCF. And then we have a maximum number of groups arranged into rows, teams, groups with no one left over. Those are all key terms for word problems. I hope this video was helpful for you. Bye.